Hello, everybody. Great time, great times. Currently, the energies that goes on for it, and I'm gonna be talking to you about something very important that it's missing, first of all, within the community, but also what me and Paulina have discovered. She made it a very great post, a great video, just great video. We're doing it very well with going in deeply in there within that energies of understanding about what the things are about the unions and so on, but also what it's preventing you. Or if you are in a union, we're talking about the premature union, that rush for you to be on physical with your uh, partner. And I want to be talking about kind of like a key points for it. By the way, I'm going to be posting the video of her below. You can actually see the both of us perspective on this for it. What's happening? Key points up here is that there comes this time for you working together with your partner for the union, for the physical union, you set up the things and so on, and all of a sudden you're feeling an energies that something is not right, and you're wondering why. It's not the connection. It's not the connection. You look at it, the connections within you is stable as a rock, and you're asking yourself, what the heck? Here is what happens within these situations with what the heck it is about. First of all, your desires of finally getting into this physical union. It's kind of like, okay, let's happen faster and so on and so on. And all of a sudden things doesn't go well with physical union. Why? I'm going to give you a key point up here. Before you started up in the journey as a twin flame, you had issues. That's what you started. That's what you wake up. But you started on your own before you even met the person who wake you up, the twin flame who wake you up, the igniter who wake you up, the catalyst that you met, or you programmed yourself like, okay, I have to see what this twin flame everyone's talking about. You program yourself as a twin flames because yes, there is a people like this. You programmed yourself in there. So let's cut the chase on that part as well. But when we're talking about right now, just before the physical union, in there, you have to finish what you started on your own. So basically, when you're getting in the union, you did not finish what you started on your own, and you're not gonna be feel happy. You're not gonna be feel complete. You're still gonna have some things that you need to do. That is your personal journeys that you get started. And I talk about these triangles, guys, up here. You may go back and referring to some of the old videos, but your journey started right here. That is a number one. Here is when you connecting the dots. So you're becoming with that 3D. So from here, you draw a line towards the 5D, the fifth point that it's above right here. And from there, you go back into the 3D. Yes, you go back into the 3D. Now you're going back to the 3D. You go back into that 3D union in there. You unified that spiritual energies into the 5D. You're manifesting it in there. But did you complete what you have? Does your partner complete what you have? You may push your partner to be in the physical union, but they have things to do as you do. And you're gonna be like, oops, what's going on here? They feel like something is not right, something isn't there. And you will need to understand that there are personal situations within this of what they need to accomplish before they made sure they had something that they made a contract that they're gonna do that. Maybe a contract to their own self. Maybe there is something that they want to accomplish. Maybe there is something that is gonna take more time. It's gonna take a year, two, or so on for it. But guess what? When this moment comes in, you're gonna find out one thing: the real test for the connections. Are you ready? And when you find out that the things are not ready, not because of for it, they're not ready because you need to finish your personal dealings with everything that you deal before, any unfinished business, any unfinished things inside of you personally of what they might be. Okay, because you go into that union and you're never finishing these things, and now you're within the union, but you're always like, I always wanted to finish this stuff, I always wanted to get these things going, I always wanted to get, I had one chance and I think I blow it. You're not happy because this physical union is the reason why you did not accomplish it. And that moment you're gonna find the reason and the strength inside of you. But what is going to happen there for reality inside of you? That's gonna be the both lower and higher self from within you is gonna talk to you. Because the lower self says like, I'm not satisfied of this and this because you have not changed in there. And the higher self is gonna be like, I need you to do such and such and such. So you can be ready for that within yourself. You can be happy to entering that unit because everything else is done. Everything else is complete. You've done this same work. You did it in all the other levels. You haven't done it in the physical realm. You haven't proved it of what you have to get in there. Because when you're ready, you're gonna find out that when you're ready, there is nothing else. You're only following the path of the union of what's in front of you. Everything that you are set out to do personally on you, your personal journeys and beginnings, the journey of the union from within. Um, Key advices on that and key points. Paulina said in there. I think that you guys should watch it for it. But my perspective on this is to understand that rushing for those energies inside of you was going to lead to nothing else. Now I begin to understand the people who comes in for consultations to me is like a deal. We were in the physical union. I saw one, but he left. Somehow he feels unhappy. Yes, he's not happy because he has not fulfilled personally what he had to do as a promise to his own self, to his own soul. You are pushing it and hurry up and they're like, I didn't achieve what I wanted. They gotta establish that balance between the lower and the higher self is in there. It could be a lesson, it could be the biggest blessings that you are going to find in there because of that moment. You're going to be tested on the journey. You're going to be tested. Are you going to be okay with or without them in the physical realm? Are you going to be okay of doing what you're supposed to be doing? Can you give them the freedom in there? They can be feel free to finish these last parts in there for them. You to understand them that they have something to finish, to accomplish before that. Not just because you have a need. If you're operating from needs, whatever they might be, that could be um, physical, intimacy, material, survival, and so on and so on. It's gonna be you're gonna feel that energy of underneath that it's actually is gonna be the unit can exist, but is not complete in there. And yeah, the connection is gonna be good. The connection is gonna be solid rock. You have no issue with the connections. You have problems with the underneath energies that it says like, yeah, you're going in the right directions, but you need those final adjustments. And when you get to those final adjustments, you both of you is gonna be triggered the lower self. Your ego is gonna be triggered. And now you are gonna be working of the communications between your lower self, your ego, and the higher self, your soul. Because the soul is going to begin to understand the needs, and it says like, you know what, I understand your needs, I understand everything, kid, isn't there. We have to take in considerations on the lower energies, but also the higher energies are coming. It says like, look, this is the evolutions that it's here, and the evolution is asking for this. Are you doing this for us? Then you're gonna find out your lower self. It could be limitations, fears, that could be projections within yourself, so on and so on. And you're gonna find out a lot of the things that suppressing within. And you're like, okay, I need to finally get this done. So the higher self will understand the lower self, the ending of that. So it's the lower self understanding the purpose of going through this. You're basically upgrading your lower self, unifications with the higher self within you. You become too aligned, your personality center with you. No more this left and right, and today this, tomorrow that, and so on and so on. You're gonna be having this. Another thing that's gonna happen. As soon as you've done this, you will understand your partner and give them the time, the space, and you're not going to interfere with them in any way and anything, because they have to deal with that. You can be next to them, you can support them for it, for when they ask, but don't stick your nose in there. They have their own stuff. You guys referring into it. So after all this is done, the journey is going to send you the messages in there. It's like, okay, now it's ready, now it's complete. Because you want that internal happiness, internal joy. That is the evolutions of the love to turns it up. So you can have the joy of the connection from that moment. You personally completed everything that you had to complete. You're happy with the achievements that you have within your own self, and then that joy brings the connections together, and you both go in within the union, but the proper way, the divine timing way. You both were tested the strength of the connections, the strength of the love, and the power that it is. Because as soon you understanding that this is the last stroke in there, like the end of the journeys for it, you're gonna feel relieved taking the stuff is in there. So my advice is to you for it, if you're preparing for this physical union, if something is not going, don't take in an advices for people who even have a clue in there. I'm talking about parents, friends who are not that much in the spiritual journeys and so on, because they're not understanding the process you're going through it. Seek the advice from within you. You need to understand that both of us look at the answers within us. We'll find out what it was, what it needs to be accomplished, what it needs to be finished in there. But we'll both give the freedom and time. If you want the love to be the way it is in there, the physical separations is not the greatest obstacle in there. You're still connected. The connections is more stronger, even growing that way, because you give the freedom to your partner and they feel the love even more better. But you're learning that by doing it. Just sitting on your rear end and not doing things for it, and waiting for the union to just came for and drop it in your lap, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so this is the keys that we are giving you to you guys. I'm wishing you a good luck within your unions. For those who are going into this process, isn't there, and remember, the union begins with you first, with yourself. Don't look at the other person. Okay, guys? So much love to you guys. Just be love.